Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. This is Eva Adam or Evelyn Adam. Forbidden Issues. Today, I just want us to talk about adults who have one child. Whether you are married, you are single, you are a couple, and then you have one child. Did you plan to only have one child, or it's just the circumstances that happened that you only had one child? I'm talking about the people, the adults that have reached their menopause, especially the ladies. You have one child and you are in your menopause, which makes it impossible for you to have another child. Did you plan to only have one child, or there was a circumstance that made you to end up with one child? How is your life? Having one child in your life, I know. And then how is the society also treating you? What are the things that you are hearing from your community members, your closest friends and family, your church members, your mother-in-laws and your father-in-laws, your sister-in-laws, your brother-in-laws, your extended family? What are the things that they tell you? Are you comfortable and happy and content that you are the lucky one that you have one child, or you wish you had more? Do you think your life would have been better if you had more children, or your life is better with only one child? So, tell me. I know the society there is sick. They want to tell people how to run and live their lives. If you have one child, in my country of birth, they call you born one, especially if you are not married. You have a label. There's a label that they put on you, and they call you born one. And if your son comes to tell you that I found a woman I want to marry, then you start asking your son a lot of questions. And then your son may tell you that, oh, this lady or this woman I'm going out with and I want to marry has got one child. And they said, why are you going to marry a born one? What happens to all the single women around? That is the label. That's one of the label, because society, especially in Africa, they think that anyone who had a child outside wedlock, you have not married and you have a child, you are the baddest of the baddest in the whole wide world. You are very bad. You are naughty. You don't know God. You are not a Christian. You are not a Muslim. You are not a religious. You are a sinner. So because of that, you are not a good material. They just put you in a box and then they leave you there. They will do everything to discourage their son not to marry a born one. Have you felt that before? Have you experienced that before? Let's talk about it. What are you going through? How do you feel if your fiance comes to tell you that my mother or my sisters don't want me to marry you because you have a child? How do you feel? It's not a good feeling, right? You feel like you are not good enough. You are not a wife material. But that's not the case. Hey, that's not the case at all. Some single mothers have children not because they planned it. Some of them were molested when they were young. Some of them were raped when they were young. And it wasn't their fault. They didn't provoke the man or the man. And then it ended up with pregnancy. And with this pregnancy, they didn't have a choice. They didn't have a choice. So some of them have to drop out from school to take care of their pregnancy. And some of them were even cut off from their family because the family think that they brought shame and disgrace to their family clan. So they don't want to have anything to do with such women or girls, because at that time, most of them are teenagers. And then they just cast you out, and you have to struggle, do any kind of work to survive, for your baby growing in utero to also survive. And you have a tough life. You have no support. And most often these rapists, wicked rapists who do this to these innocent people, they don't even come out and take responsibility. And most often, because it's a shame to tell someone or your family that you were raped, most of these ladies keep quiet. They keep it to themselves. And they don't even tell their family and loved ones that I was raped and I didn't even know the man. Or in most cases, you even know the man. And most of these men are people that are very close to you, people you trust. Some are family members. Some are family friends that your family open their doors to embrace into your home. And you call them uncles or daddy. But because we don't talk about it, it's like a taboo. You know, your parents or your family will kill you if you mention it. And sometimes even if you say it to someone, they don't even believe you because they believe these rapists more than they believe in you. And then you ended up having the baby on your own, by yourself. From day one, you struggled. Most of your friends ran away and left you. Your family left you. So how are you feeling? And then you fell in love, and it's time for this man to introduce you to the family, and the family is rejecting you because you have one child. Yeah, one child. Isn't it funny? Let's wise up, open our eyes. 1940s and 50s is gone. We are in 21st century. You don't punish people for their past and for their past mistakes. Anyway, I'm going to continue this. I'm in the outback. A bit of flies around, you know. How do I look? I look cool in my glasses, don't I? I love these glasses. So we'll continue the chat. Adults who have one child, how does the society see you, and what is the label that you have in your culture, in your family? Let's chat. Forbidden issues. Thank you.